Hello everybody and welcome to In My Mug episode 217 on Monday the 7th of January 2013. I am your host Stephen Layton and today, exciting news ahead. So let's go straight to the news. I've heard a rumour that the Android app is near completion and will be with us very soon. Watch this space for announcements very soon. Our second Bolivia shipment has landed last week, so expect a couple more amazing Bolivian coffees coming your way. If you think that you've seen the best of Bolivia, there's still more amazingness to come, including today's. And Friday, we launched a brand new idea for a espresso blend type thing. So the first one of the blends is called Hangover Cure. And the idea is at the beginning of each month, we will send you a guest espresso from our 2013 run. So that will be 12 times 250 bags, one every month. And if you subscribe, you'll be the first to see these new and exciting blends. They'll be sent out the day before release. None of these coffees will appear in My Mug subscription at any point, so they won't be showing up here. It's a standalone subscription. And it's really playing on the idea of some of the blends that we really wanted to do in the past but haven't felt we're able to because they're a little bit edgy and a little bit kind of... If you kind of want to get an understanding, go and have a look at Hangover Cure, which is available now to buy by the bag or buy with a subscription. Once Hangover Cure is sold out, there'll be no more subscriptions, so you can only do it in the next week or so. It's been fairly well taken so far. And like all good things that we do, we have a little video to go with it, so here it is. So I hope you liked that. But let's get into this week's coffee, which is actually a component of the Hangover blend. It is called Bolivia Finca Inquisivi, Señora Bherta de Miranda. And the Bherta de Miranda is the amazing lady that grows this coffee. She lives in the municipality of Inquisivi, which is around an 8-hour journey from La Paz, with La Paz being the closest city, and it's actually being part of the La Paz department. Inquisivi is the capital of that province, and it is a key area for coca production. So lots and lots of coca is legally, because it's legal to grow coca in Bolivia, is legally produced there, and the whole area is very widespread. So to find producers who are doing coffee in this area is fairly unique, and Bherta is one of the few people pioneering this, and she's actually gone to try and convince some of her neighbours that they should follow her lead, because coca is actually, it's a very aggressive plant to the land and can strip a lot of the nutrients out, and very short-lived kind of thing. 10 years you can't grow anything on that ground. Bherta owns a 4-hectare lot, which is 1,850 metres above sea level, and it is planted with 30% Caturra, 10% Typica and 60% Cataí. She does all of the work on the farm herself, with help of some of her neighbours, but she doesn't really have lots of people coming in to help. And if you go and look on the website, there's an amazing picture of her. And yeah, we're very, very lucky to have this coffee. I'm really pleased to have something from a different area that isn't just from that whole kind of Carico and that kind of area down that way. So anyway, we should go and do the map bit, and this week's map bit will be interesting because you'll be able to see that whole kind of differences on the map physically.
It's the map bit, no expense spent, it's the map bit.
So here we are at Has Been Towers, and we're going to go up, 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 up. And we're going to go left, 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 left. Across that wonderful ocean to one of my favourite countries, Bolivia. I love this place. You can see Brazil to the right, you've got Chile just to the kind of southeast and to the, southwest, and to the west you have Peru, but we're interested in here. So you can see the kind of Caranavi farms of Illimani, Vilca, Loaiza just above, and you can see Machicamarca in the middle, but We're here, right here in the south, youngest, as really as far south as we go for coffee production, and that's what you kind of see. This coffee being so different. We don't have the exact, well, we do have the exact coordinates, but we actually can't zoom in on the coordinates that much because it's just not a very detailed part of the scanning. But you definitely get a feeling for that kind of whole Andean spine of coffee, and this being the very tip of the bottom of the spine. So, okay, that was the map bit. Interesting? I thought so. So now it's time for Roland's Daft Fact. What amazing genii will he blaze us with today?
Roland's Daft Fact of the Week.
Residents at Inquisivi are called Inquisitivos.
Roland's Daft Fact of the Week.
How very interesting, Roland. So residents of Inquisivi are called Inquisitivos. How very interesting. Not coffee related though, is it? So we have a message on our Wheel of Death board, and this is Get Well Soon, Andrew. Now, Andrew is a barista that works at 3FE, which is the other business that I'm part of in Ireland. And he is one of our team there. And unfortunately, had a terrible car accident a few weeks back. And it looks like he's going to be a long road to recovery. He will be fully recovered, and that we're really pleased of for you, Andrew. But he's going to be off for around about 18 months, 12-18 months it could look like. So very, very sad to not have Andrew able to be working with us. And yeah, I think we all want to wish him a very, very speedy recovery. While he's off, he's suddenly kind of found lots of things on the internet to keep him busy while he's in hospital. And I know that Andrew's been watching the In My Mugs. So a heartfelt please get well soon, Andrew. I really hope everything is okay and things are good. And yeah, go Andrew. So time for the Wheel of Death. Where it goes, nobody knows and nobody cares. Presso! I get to play with my Presso. So anybody who doesn't know what the Presso is, link coming up on the site, on the screen, sorry, for a review I did on it a little while back. Saves me having to do espresso, I guess. And yes, I will go and do a Presso. Wow, I get Presso, wonderful. So I'm going to whack you on pause, going to go and make drinks with the Presso, and I shall be back in just a moment. Okay, so I'm back. I'm going to dive straight into the espresso style drink. Love you, Wheel of Death. Now, my biggest problem with this brewer is that it doesn't get enough heat in it. So I kind of had this submersed in hot water, and I for a little while I was brewing the Kalita Wave, and I still couldn't get enough heat into it. And now with that, you end up getting a kind of a little bit more sharper espresso. So, and this is a sharp coffee anyway. But what I'm getting super floral hits. So you taste flowers. It's very springy, very lemony, very zesty, super clean. We're all highlighted by this being a little bit cooler than I would normally brew espresso. So let's move on to the brew. Before I do, just want to say thank you very much to Flibster, who very kindly sent me this mug, and it says, Coffee Pick-Me Remedy. Take several times daily to temporarily ward off drowsiness. Warning, excessive use may result in shakes, a weak bladder, insomnia, cold sweats and bad breath. So it kind of goes well with talking about the hangover cure this week. Thank you very much, Flib. You are very kind. You've bought me many mugs before, and this is right up there with all of the other amazing ones that you've sent me. Thank you. You're top man. Much love from In My Mug. So let's go into the brood. So here, again, it's all flowers. It's super floral. Very, very bright, light. Just a really sharp acidity to it, but in a very, very good way. Acidity is what it's all about. I just think it's amazing coffee. I really, really like that it's so different to all the other Bolivians. And this is the thing, is that, you know, different regions obviously have different effects on the coffees. but this has a very positive effect. So we should move on to the pinboard of doom, and this week our picture is sent in by Matty Davis, who works at Shrewsbury Coffee House, funnily enough in Shrewsbury. And thank you, Matty. This is one of those very cool Instagrammy looking pictures that he's done a super job of. So yeah, thank you, Matt. That's awesome. And now it is time for the staff clip. This week's staff clip comes from our resident boy racer, Luke, and I wonder what Luke's going to be telling us today.
Luke's car tip of the week.
I personally think all Ford Fiestas should come with bucket seats and harnesses because they go very, very fast.
Luke's car tip of the week.
As I'm sure they do, Luke. As I'm sure they do. We rib Luke all the time about his car. So, yes. Anyway, time to wrap up. Andrew Foley, get well soon. Everybody else, do remember, life is too short for bad coffee.